Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another Tuesday night live stream with oxygen not included. As you can see, we're back here with the colony that we started stream before last, I think. We've been building this one for a little while now. It's got to be fairly big. I mean, all things considered, we're 57 cycles in. We've got 17 duplicants. And just so you know, I'm going to be turning off this gate because I don't really want any more duplicants at the moment. So we're going to disable that for now. 70 is enough to manage for the moment. I want to try to play around a little bit more with some of the automation stuff rather than spending all my time trying to make accommodations for the duplicants to sleep and trying to make sure we keep up with the oxygen and stuff. Air quality is not so great at the moment. It's definitely something we're going to need to work on a little bit over time. My CO2 smasher is working, but we're not keeping high enough pressure in the top portion of the base in order to keep all of the CO2 compressed at the bottom. So I'm going to need to kind of work on my airflow a little bit here, too. We have 3 of the little algae deoxidizers in here that are producing oxygen for us. Actually, this one's off right now. No one's waiting algae for that one. But because of the way the colony's laid out this time, we don't really have a particularly good airflow. We're getting some weird little pockets of pressure. It's not really doing what I want it to. So I'm probably going to have to move this water source out of the way here. I have been using it for the micro musher to make food, but we'll make some tweaks around that way as well. I'm hoping today we can work on a couple of ideas I want to work on for some automation things. Ideally, I'd like to maybe fix our air supply system, maybe start hunting for oil if we get an opportunity to do that. We'll need to get some rushes. I have the exosuit forge up here to make some exosuits for our guys to head down into the awful conditions that are down by the lava layer, but it's not quite ready yet. We don't have any reeds yet to make any stuff. So a few things we want to tackle today. And, of course, there's always the opportunity to explore also. There is, over here, a door. An unknown door with something behind it. Now, hopefully it's not just, like, a little coffee table with some fruit on it and a vending machine. Or, worse yet, not even a vending machine. But I kind of want to go down there and check that out, too. So, a few things I want to tackle today. This might be a bit of a random stream because I want to do so many different things at once. But welcome, everyone who's here in the chat. As always, so many people here. Early, which is great. I am getting a notice from YouTube that I'm getting bad stream quality. So if you're seeing a low quality rate, could you just let me know on YouTube, and then I don't know if I can do something to fix it. Maybe try to tweak it a little bit. But welcome everyone. So far, we've managed to get through here with only a few deaths. Most of them were really unfortunate ones. It wasn't because of a catastrophic failure. Well, I mean, besides anything, a catastrophic failure on my part. You haven't managed to get thimbleweed on your farm yet. That's I guess it's kind of handy. I mean, you can also just kind of run out. Oh, look at, he is making something. I thought he didn't have any thimbleweed. What did he just make? I have 2 suits queued up. Both of them say we're missing reed fiber. And I made an... All right. Apparently, there might be a small bug here that lets you manufacture without reed fiber because it says I don't have any. Unless it's maybe just telling me I don't have any, and I actually do. Where is, let's see, it would be under manufacturing materials, I thought, but I don't have any of those, so I don't know. Whatever. We got a free little Atmo suit anyway. I guess we can send this down here. Send an exosuit down there, and maybe we'll even get to make a second one. It'd be great. Oh, yeah, Viseria, I'm sorry that your duplicate happened to die. It was a horrible accident. Things went bad. Yeah, it's not horrid. I mean, our air quality is not fantastic, but it's not awful either. It would be nice to improve the pressure distribution up here a little bit, so that we keep all of our CO2 compressed down here. This is the little carbon smasher we made last time, which also could double as a duplicate death chamber under the right circumstances. Hopefully not today. I'd kind of cut it off so they won't go through there, but we'll see what happens. We did get a duplicate trapped in there once before, and he got his eardrums popped, but he didn't die. He was still good. Might be carried by a dip to the location used. The items on the inventory list are on the... I think I missed something there. Your TV might be lying, but it shows you're live on 2 different streams on YouTube. Oh, really? That's a little weird. So I've noticed that when on the YouTube channel page now, anything that you have scheduled, it says live, but it's not really live until it's got the red live. I don't know what the deal is with it, but we'll see. Seems to be working okay so far. All right, so... A couple things I want to try today. I'd like to get a proper bathroom set up. We started some automation of items over here in order to hook up to these lights so that the lights will only turn on when duplicants go in to sit in here to eat. That should help a little bit with the stress while still managing the power and the heat. These batteries down here I'm going to get rid of because we happen to have a battery tied to each of the grids. I built these before I built our power grid and separated all the grid out so that we have multiple separate grids for things to work on. So I'm going to get rid of the batteries that are down here because they're just producing heat within my colony right now. We have a little bit of research to complete, and then we'll be all finished with the research trees. It looks like just 2 little ones. We can do the traffic control over here. Once that's finished, we have 1 more research item to go, and then we can break another one. Or break the 2 machines anyway. That'll save us some heat there. And you know what? I don't need this battery here either. This is just a heat source. I'm trying to manage heat as much as possible in here because temperatures are a little bit warm. I mean, everything around the colony is pretty hot. We did get some insulation all the way around, so that's kind of helping to protect things a bit. Ooh, that transformer is not liking the heat too much. This must be running constantly, where these other ones are maybe only running periodically. It's getting pretty warm, though. Have to be a little bit aware of that. It might start to take some damage on its own. Not to mention any duplicate running by there is going to get a little charred. A little bit crispy. He'll be a hairless duplicate. Just singe it all off. Need a door for the mess room. Yes. So I didn't finish doing that just yet. So I'll have to shift over the ladder in order to accomplish that. I think it's if I remember correctly, the mess hall is 64 blocks as well. Yeah, 64 tiles. So if I move the ladder over 1 spot here, then it'll make a little funny hallway here. But we'll be able to make a separate room for that. New sponsor, Hermes Angel. Thanks so much for sponsoring the channel. That's fantastic. Look at your chat. You're streaming on both YouTube streams. It's not a glitch. Ew. How does that even happen? I'm sending to restream.io. I don't see why I should be sending specifically that. My Hot Wheels stream is red. Oh, great. I love YouTube. There's never a problem with YouTube. I see live now for practical automation, but I don't see... Hold on. Hold that thought. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, that really stinks. Hold that thought. Oh, you know what it is? Yep, good times. Oh, that really stinks. All right, I have no idea how to stop that. I'm gonna have to totally reschedule that stream. That really stinks. So, yep. YouTube switched over to a system now where they're using the same stream keys. So it's both of these streams probably have the same key, and it's streaming to both of them at the same time. That really stinks. All right, sorry. Hold on, everyone. I need to quickly change this because I need to get that turned off. I apologize for the interruption to the stream here briefly. I don't want to be streaming to 2 different places. That might also have some impact on why I'm getting notices about stream quality. YouTube is not cooperating for me right now. Okay, live control room. All right, I apologize. I'm going to stop this one right now. Hopefully that won't interrupt the... I'm going to stop the second one right now. Hopefully that won't interrupt the main one here. That would be really bad if it did. Okay, I've stopped the second stream. I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we just have 1 stream now. Sorry about that. So it looks like by using the same stream key. No, I don't want to delete both because we're currently in the stream right now. So I managed to stop the second one. I'm gonna have to rebuild it, I guess. I guess with the way that YouTube's changed their system, they use the same stream key now. So Restream was populating both of them at the same time. Not super ideal, but thanks for catching that. I'll have to delete that that video file after too. What a pain. All right, let's get rid of the ladder that's here. And then we're going to need another ladder right beside it so the duplicates can still climb up here. I mean, probably the ladder's not necessarily even 100% required here because they could actually go to this ladder and jump across, but whatever. We'll give these guys a little door. I want the pneumatic door specifically so we can make sure we have airflow. We'll use some more of these gas permeable tiles. We'll see how that goes over. Yeah, good old double stream. Nothing beats a double stream. Oh, like 5 minutes to see the chat. Well, see, when I'm focused on the game, I don't always catch it. But also, somebody mentioned it, and then I didn't notice right away that was the issue. But okay, good. So we have an actual little mess room there now. So they'll get a little bit of benefit there. There was an update, I think, the other day, and it looks like they've changed the size of the rock granulator. It was 3 tiles wide, but now it looks like it's 4 tiles wide. And based on where I built it, it's embedded in this ground. And it also says that it's missing foundation, so I'm going to have to fix that. I don't necessarily want the water to all gush down this opening, so I'm going to use a ladder, because, you know, we never have enough of those. Actually, I don't even need a full-size ladder. Just a mini ladder. We'll build another tile under there. Because we're going to need some more refined metals. Need a triple stream now. Well, you could probably set up like a dozen of them and have them all going simultaneously. I don't know that that benefits anything, but the quality definitely improved. Okay, that's good. Thank you. What a mess. What a mess. There's always something technical going on. I swear. That really stinks. I have to go reschedule that whole thing now. They're not necessarily the fastest thing to set up. Okay, so they built the floor under there. Now this is entombed because we got this bit of dirt here, so we have to dig that out. And then we're going to need to make use of our rock granulator. Because we need more refined metals. And we don't have an actual refinery set up yet because it's basically like a compact version of a sun inside your base. It produces tons of heat. Oh, anyone who messaged me in the Hot Wheels chat. Yeah, I definitely missed all of those, so I hopefully no one was hanging out over there that I missed out on. I probably should drop them a message before I split. If anyone happens to be in that chat, I think even though I turned it off, it should still, the chat should be live for a minute or two. You can maybe let them know that that was a small YouTube faux pas. Oh, hi, Xavier Martin. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, mini sun. I mean, it sucks up a ton of power, but it also, you know, look at it. It's got this little, it's got a towel now, because every rock granulator needs a towel. I don't know what the deal is with that exactly, but... so we got iron ore. We can make some, I'm just going to make copper ore. We'll make refined copper now for our simple systems. But you can make all kinds of refined stuff. Let's make some refined copper. This is going to suck up a little bit of power. Produce a little bit of heat, but with a little bit of water that it's actually sitting in right now, that might actually help to keep it cool. If it gets too warm, we'll just turn on the pump down here. Oh, they have an animation. Oh, wait a minute. They changed the animation. Check that out. For a second there, I thought Grizzly Bear had hit his stress level and was unhappy, but it's actually because our stress is in good shape. They use the machine now by just punching the button on the side of it, and it does the smashing while they punch. That's awesome. You go, guys. That's right. Punch the heck out of that machine. That's a funny animation. I like that one. Yeah, that's some serious button mashing right there. Okay, so we have some refined metals. They're going to go up here and finish these buttons. And then until we get some more refined metal, it looks like we're going to need a fair amount of it. Oh, this poor little hatch in here. We got him trapped. You know, I'm going to leave him trapped there for now. I kind of want to make use of him later. Leave him trapped in the door, and then later we'll put down a real trap and try to actually relocate him. One of the other things I want to build today is a bathroom for these guys, so they can have showers and stuff. It's good for stress, plus it's, you know, who doesn't want to be clean? They have a normal bathroom over here right now with just, like, outhouses and things. And we have our little hatch doing cleanup duty in here, which is great. But... Ooh, actually, are my storage containers all full? I think they might be. Oh, I need to plant some seeds down here, too. I was going to do some mealwood down here. And then, even though it's all CO2 down here, hopefully the pressure is high enough that, yeah, it should be good. Hopefully it's high enough that it can grow down there without any issues. Do we have a steam geyser? We do. It's hiding way, way up here. Here's our fancy little steam geyser. Water's fairly warm here, 57 degrees. So I probably end up building an oxygen room somewhere in this space. But I do need to make arrangements for some cooling first before I can do that. Otherwise, our colony is just going to get ultra hot. Which means we need to find a cold biome. And I don't think we've seen one on the map just yet. It's all swamps and grossness out here. Yep. Man, no cold biomes yet. So we got a little bit of exploring to do, because I need to get some Weezewort seeds. So we can help with a little bit of cooling. I mean, we can use power for the cooling, I guess. We're producing a fair amount with 3 generators going up here. This is a fair amount of power. It's also fairly warm up there. So we could probably use that without too much of an issue, but I'd rather try to use non-power required cooling. Cooling is of the good. That's right. We don't want it to be too cold or too hot, rather. Love your Gold Rush series. Thanks, Real Life. Appreciate that. Yeah, there is a geyser up there. We actually have 2 geysers. So we have our natural gas geyser that we're using to produce power. And then we have a steam geyser up here, too. I haven't seen a chlorine geyser yet on this map, but we haven't really explored that far just yet. There's our oxygen now. Whoa! What happened? Did I run out of algae again? I think I might have. I did. Yeah, we need to move our oxygen setup sooner rather than later. These duplicates are going to wind up dead on me. Like, very dead. Not even just a little dead. Like, we're talking very dead. Where's our easiest pockets to get? All right, we can get a little bit right here really quickly. Set this for priority 9. Whoops, I don't need to get the dirt. We'll save the effort there. That'll get us a tiny little bit so we can prime the machine. And then... Ooh, there's some down here that I should grab, but I've got this bottle empty around here, which isn't really necessary right now, so we're just going to dig all this out, too. Give me all that. Give me all this. Alright, we'll get a couple little samples that way, and then that'll get us kind of primed to do some more over here. So we can dig all this out. Oh, the never-ending hunt for algae. That's another reason I want to get everything switched over to an oxygen system, so I don't have to hunt for algae all the time. Time to put in automation wires in the mess halls after you fix your oxygen not included. Yeah. Let the dudes. No, I don't want to do a new stream just yet. I want to keep building on this colony because I'm at the point now where we've got materials and setup in order to do some more automation playing around. If we start a new colony, it's going to take a while to get all the way back to that point again. Man. Yeah. Oxygen management has not been a key thing for me this time around. I haven't really done a good job of that. There's some algae in the water too. Is there? Oh yeah, so there is. Let's get a little bit of this. What are you doing? That was weird. He was like, all right, Miles Bannister. He was just like he was drowning himself. Food shortage. What was that noise? That sounded like an oxygen noise, but I don't know. Maybe it was Miles Bannister. He was busy trying to drown himself. Should play Getting Over It. I haven't seen that. Let's take a look at it. Hi, Steelers fan. The name of the game is, yes, it is very true for me. I am chronically out of oxygen in this colony. This is like the worst oxygenated colony I've made in a while. Oh, look at these poor dudes all sleeping in the CO2. I should probably give them a little bit more ventilation space here. Try to let the air flow a little bit more. It's funny, like, normally I could run the colony just on 2 of these little algae deoxidizers for the longest time, but it hasn't spread out well in here. This whole setup is just a big mess. There is something to be said for hashtag Green Raid. What's Green Raid? I'm on your GBS now. Hi, Phil Green. I gather this is your stream coming over. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Oxygen Not Included. Yeah, oxygen definitely not included in this colony. All right, so we got a decent amount of algae out of there, but I'm going to dig down to this one over here also. Get a little stock going in here. Welcome everyone to the stream. Tominator, try not to do the big spammy things. Greenway is where we sub and like the vid. Oh, I see. Well, hello. Okay, right, so wiring. We should have enough automation materials now for the wiring. Yes, we do. Okay, so all these little buttons here I want to connect together, and we're going to connect these into the lights. So now anytime anyone clicks on any of these buttons, it will trigger the lights, and then they should turn off otherwise, I think, once we get the wire built anyway. Why do I have so many idles? Mostly because I don't have them working right now. I have 17 guys in this colony. Normally, I don't carry a colony that's that large. But I let this one go a little bit bigger because I wanted to bring in some more duplicates that were named after people. Green Raid equals me, coming over with my stream to sub and like. Well, thanks, Phil Green. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. All right, so now as long as they're stepping on the buttons in here, these lights should turn on. And then as soon as they leave the room, if they do... Okay, you guys have all got to get out of here. I'm trying to test something. Move over here. All right. Well, those lights are probably going to be on a lot because the 17 duplicates, there's pretty much always somebody eating. But nevertheless, when they're out of there, these lights should turn off. That'll save a little bit of power and a small amount of heat, which is good. Yeah, the automation bleeps really are annoying. I wish there was a way to turn those off, but it doesn't give you the option. And this little oxygen smasher I've got going on down here is what's making all the noise. I might actually just turn this off. And we'll put in a normal system here to clean up the CO2. We'll just put a little carbon scrubber in here, maybe. Oh, this actually I have this on a... Yeah, there we go. was going to say, I think I might head on a permanent cycle. But if we get in here, we'll do a little carbon scrubber. As long as I have a place to send the dirty water, I guess I can just filter it right away, since we have a lot of excess materials and plenty of power right now. So we'll go here. Let's throw... we'll leave this little skim of water in here. It'll help cool things down. In our oxygen is where our carbon skimmer is, so we'll sit that in here. And then we'll also need, in refinement, I think it is, yep, there's our water sieve. And then we'll hook all this up with plumbing. We'll connect it to our little power grid we have set up down here, and everything should be fine. So this is going to go out. Oops, no, can't go to the ground because it'll just break. This will go back out over here. And then, I don't know, we'll just dump it here, I guess. Like so. We need an incoming water supply, so we'll just connect it off of this. Perfect. Actually, I could probably just set that on its own little loop. As long as it doesn't overheat on me, anyway. Perfect need sub be 1 million. He is worth oh, thanks, Golden Golem. I appreciate that. We're just a little bit shy of 1 million, I think. Probably a small amount to go. Have you heard of a game called They Are Billions? I would love to see you play. I haven't heard of that, actually. I'll have to look it up. Welcome in the UK. 3:20 in the morning. Man. That's dedication. Coming onto a stream at 3:20 in the morning. Clearly you don't sleep a lot at night. Oh, I need power down here, too. Throw a little wire in. Perfect. We could put this, like I said, we could put this on its own little loop. I think the carbon skimmer produces... Where are we here? It consumes and produces the same amount of polluted water. So we could actually just have it on its own little permanent cycle instead of dropping it back in the water. Maybe I'll do that. Because we'll get to the point where we can actually turn this liquid pump off and it'll just work indefinitely on its own. So we'll just set it up that way instead, maybe. We'll go like this. I'm going to deconstruct over here. Yeah. Now that I've wasted some time there. Hello in Brazil. 1:22 a.m. Yeah, power makes things go. It's funny how that works. No, I haven't finished all the research. There's one research item left to do. Once we get that done, we can destroy our research stations. Oops. Let's not do that early. There we go. Once we get our last research done, we can destroy our research station. And that will let us save a little bit of heat and power also. Because we've got a fair amount of heat in the middle of the colony. This is a little bit warmer than I would like it to be. I'd like it to be more like this green color. It's not super hot, mind you, but it's warm enough. This pump needs to be on. Enable building. Once that gets going, we'll get our own little cleaning loop going here, and then I'll just have to keep an eye on the temperature. Fortunately, this little skim of water here is going to do a lot to help controlling that. Oh. It's actually it's looping back to the way. I need to break the connection here somewhere. Let's deconstruct this for now, so the water doesn't flow up this other pipe. I want it to back up in the pipe, so we have a steady flow of clean water for the scrivener to work off of. There we go. Nope, farming includes feeding hatches. Oh, breeding hatches. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I kind of hope they do have something like some kind of animal husbandry thing going on. That'd be kind of cool. All right, this is all working good. I just need the water to back up here a little bit so we have a good supply. And then I'll cut this off down here, and that will just keep this in its own permanent little loop. That's probably enough. Let's deconstruct this pipe right here. That will break the connection. Now we got a permanent loop. I don't have to feed it any water anymore. It'll just run on its own. I do just have to be aware of the temperature, because these things do tend to get kind of hot. Although it looks like it's creating a vacuum around itself, which might actually help cool it. That's weird. Right, that's good to go. That'll take care of our CO2 for us, so we actually don't even need this little automated system in here. This works perfectly fine. It's just noisy. So if you can deal with the noise of it beeping all the time, then that's one opportunity. You know, you could probably do something a little bit different even if you just wanted to set this off in its own separate space out here where you're not going to hear the beeping, and then use it to pump the CO2 directly from your natural gas generators, but whatever, works fine for now. Yeah, they seriously burn through the algae fast. All right, our oxygen's back in a better place again. The thing, too, is, like, because of the amount of CO2 that I have in here, as soon as we run out of algae, that CO2 backs up quick. All right, they've got this underway. Let's get some of this dug out. Grab all of that. Website won't even load on Twitch. It's my internet. Oh, that stinks. Will you play until 3 a.m. when Cassie's involved? Well, yeah, sometimes. Might need to ask Clay to make MSL mod for people who are red-green colorblind. Oh, yeah. That might be interesting. Well, normally I don't play until 3 a.m. That's just sort of a random scenario. Oh, there we are. So the lights are turned off now, and then when a duplicate comes in here to eat, you should see them turn on. So this is a really, really, really simple automation. I guess it's one that has some functional utility. Because at least you're saving power, but they still get the benefit of the stress relief when they go in there. But I want to work on a bathroom. So I have this set up here for my scrubber, but I want to do something similar with the water sieve to make a bathroom. Now, I had done the sort of a self-sustaining bathroom before, and I did a little tutorial video on it. But the issue was that when they did an update, they changed the lavatories around so that they produce more wastewater than they consume of fresh water. So ultimately, it ends up backing up. And the whole system falls apart because of that. So I figured out a way, and I was doing a little experimenting, that I could have a similar effect using some of the new automation tools and build another automated bathroom again, which is something I kind of wanted to have. So I'm going to try and build one over here on this side. Right now we have all of our washroom facilities over here. Now the tricky part is going to be sinks or wash basins. I don't have room for them over here, but we'll see what we can do. The bathrooms do produce germs, you are correct. However, it doesn't seem to affect anyone using the bathroom. So even when you loop it, they either wash it with germy water, but they don't come out with germs on. They come out clean. So I'm not sure what the deal is. Unless they've done an update in the last day or two. Hashtag one more cycle, yeah. We'll see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to clean out the stuff that's in here. We're going to need to deconstruct all this. I don't need this anymore. These things are also partly why I'm using up so much CO2. Or, sorry, so much algae for the oxygen. Alright, scrubber's doing its job. This is all under control. What's our pressure down here? 1,200. 1,200, 700 and change. Alright, this isn't ideal, actually. I need a better way to get the CO2 over here. I put this in kind of an odd place, I guess, because it's kind of tucked underneath everything. So it takes a little bit for the CO2 on this side to gravitate over. Alright, we'll make do. We'll make do. I'm going to need to relocate my oxygen generation, too, eventually. I think for now... Oh, this can't reach anyway. I guess I might as well just get rid of this whole water tier. I'm going to move this whole water bit. We'll take a little ladder straight up here. We'll cut straight into that. That'll drain all the water out. I'm going to cut out everything that's in here, which will create more space for CO2 to drop down below. We'll have to move our little pitcher pump down below here as well. Oh, actually, this might flood everything. I should probably make sure that I'm not going to flood everything first. Chlorine gas. That's really inconveniently placed. I'm going to put a little wall right here. And then hopefully this will be enough for this water that's sitting up here to sit in. I think it'll be fine. Should be good. Automation doesn't appear to have any real practical use other than to make simple systems slightly more complicated. Yeah, pretty much. Everything that you can do without the automation, you can do with the automation. So, you know, it's more like... if you just want to add something neat to your colony, it doesn't have a ton of practical uses. There are a few things that work, but... so like this bathroom little setup that I'm going to do, it actually works pretty good for that. But otherwise, you know, you're right. There isn't really a huge necessity for it. Let's do 3 bathroom stalls here, and we'll do, I don't know, 2 showers, I guess. And then down below here is where I'm going to do... What we're going to do down here will be our little cleaning system. Chlorine gas water, the best way to get clones clean, yeah. I wonder what would happen if you dumped the water. I guess the water would drop through and the gas would push out through the same opening. I don't know. Or it would trap it in there momentarily until you used up enough of the water, and then it would break loose or something. I'm going to dig in here and break this all out. Whoa, what happened there? I didn't tell them to do that. Stop it, guys. Don't forget to put sinks. Yes. I don't even know if the sinks are necessary with the lavatory, actually. I know it sounds weird, because when you go to the bathroom in the modern world, you still go wash your hands. But I think when they use the lavatory, they don't actually walk out with germs. I should make a carbon room and prep for kidnapping slickers. Yeah, I probably should actually. I should also move this. I should move this vent over to here so that it's closer to the scrubber. That way, instead of having like all the gases back up over here, I can deconstruct that. I can send them right over to where the actual scrubber is. It was fine here when I had this little automation system here to do the work for me. But otherwise, all right, that's a little messy, but whatever. Throw a little gas vent in here, everything will be good. That'll help it all get cleaned up. So that's the line that's coming off of our natural gas generators, and there's a fair amount of CO2 they produce. So at least this way it'll drop right in where our skimmer is, and it'll get cleaned quickly. Slicker napping. Wait, that sounds really weird. I think they do if the bathroom has germs on it. I don't know about that. Honestly, I don't know. In all my testing with it, I haven't seen them come out with any germs on. It's a little bit weird, I know, but... Okay, we're going to need freshwater inputs and dirty water outputs. So the outputs will go up, and then we'll send them down through the wall. This will be our main wet wall. Down here, and then we'll do the same thing with these. Now, I'm building them up first, specifically to try to add as much space as possible to trap water in there. And then we're going to need an input water supply coming down this other side. Like so. And I might as well just run these all the way down the ladder. Like that. Down here in our... We're going to do a little refinement system. Do a little water sieve here. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to handle heat-wise. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with this. The water sieve does have a tendency to get kind of warm if it runs too constantly. And then we'll throw in the... I want to make this as long as possible. Let's do... We'll do input here. Output for clean water can go out this way. Like so, and then this pump here I'm going to use to drive it initially, because we have to, we have to prime the pump with fresh water, and then once we have some fresh water in it, we should be able to just let it do its own little automation loop. And we'll see how that happens. I want to test it out with the germs, because I've played around with it in debug mode, and the duplicates have not come out with any germs on them. So we'll see whether there's any tweaks that have come in around this, or if maybe it was just something that was specific to debug mode. Sinks are needed for the room benefits. Oh, there's that too, yeah. But I could just put a sink in here, and it doesn't necessarily have to be... I should put these should be just without... Should have put the showers against the wall so I could fit a sink. But I guess I could restructure it. I have a ladder here now, but now that I have this all cut out, I can actually just do another ladder over there if I wanted to. Let's do flooring. Ooh, you know what? We need to get a new pitcher pump going, because if we don't, our duplicates aren't going to have any water. Plumbing pitcher pump. It's not going to be the most conveniently located. They have a long way to run in order to get water to make food. But for now, this will do. Research is done. Yes, should be all finished. Yep, we're all done with the research, so we can deconstruct those buildings. That will save a little bit of heat. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct the supercomputer. It also frees up some space for us, which is good. Are they at a... That's interesting. The CO2 backed up even more. Are these... Oh, these aren't running. We're low on algae again. Man. Oh, this actually... We have 4,200 kilograms of it. I don't know why they're struggling for it. This has no power. Why does it... Oh, I broke something. I broke a wire. What did I break? Oh, this... Oh, yeah. That would do it. Okay. So the issue here is that I let the gases back up. And our power turned off. So let's slow this down to regular speed for a moment here. Figure out what I need to prioritize. So I need to prioritize this over here. I'll get our power running again. I think that's the only thing I need to do. Who's entombed? Aw, really? 2 people got their heads stuck at the same tile. That just shouldn't happen. Alright, somebody go break them out quickly. Break them out quickly. I set that priority 9. There we go. Never fails. If there's a gap underneath here, they almost always get their head stuck. I should pay attention to that more. Let's dig this out before somebody does it again. Good lord. Now, we didn't really need to let red alert so much. We just needed to point them in the right direction. At first, I thought it gave me the entombed thing because it was a building that had been entombed, and then I realized it was making the noise. Little screaming duplicates. And they still haven't done this yet. 32 kilograms of copper, and they haven't done it. Parte is 9. It's set up there. Speed things up a bit. We need to get power going again, otherwise we're not gonna have any oxygen. They're all gonna suffocate while I'm relocating my my little gas vent. That'd be bad news. Come on, buddy. There we go. That should resume our power flow again. Which room is there we go. Crisis averted. Just a little minor problem. I can destruct these now too, I guess. Kill Kazi. Suffocating. Who's suffocating? Why are you down there? That's a weird little bug. They can definitely jump up those 2 blocks there. There's no reason they shouldn't be doing that. But also... Okay, you've got to go somewhere else. Let's move to here or something. Hello? Move to here? There we go. I don't know what it is with the duplicates lately. They're getting stuck in random places. Suffocating again. Why are you suffocating? Run where the oxygen is. Alright. This duplicate just does not know where to go. This is ridiculous. You go up here or something. You're not even in your bed. It's pretty bad when I have to tell them where to get to the oxygen. That's never been an issue before. Internet's problem. It's low tier. Oh, that stinks. So much about this game from this guy. I really thank you, CrypticFox. Well, thanks, Hoffman. I appreciate that. And I'm glad I was actually going to do something useful. Particularly while I've just been playing around and having fun myself. Because I'm good with that. Man, oxygen is not included anywhere in this colony. This is just a flat-out mess today. We're going to get this fixed today. I'm going to fix this if it's the last thing I do. And it might be. It might be the last thing my duplicates do. Take all this mess out. Try to get as clean an airflow in here as we can. Did it make the Kazi install command yet? No, I did not. Sorry. Now it just tells, just links you over to Kazi's channel at the moment. I have to make a new one. No, it's a kind-hearted insult. It's more of a, it's like a friendly jab, not so much that. Love the Fallout series. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It was a fun little game to play for a while. I find it did get really repetitive though. Angel here is not here to take care of the souls. Sorry. Carbon scrubber's hard at work down here. It's doing a good job cleaning things up. It's really just an air pressure thing. So up here, there's 600 grams of CO2, but our air pressure above it is only minimally higher. So once this picks up, it will start to press all the CO2 down again. Now that we have this whole section here cut out, that opens up a lot of things. I should do a new bottle emptier here. And we'll set that for clean water because I see there's some water here that needs to be mopped up. So we'll get all this cleaned up. We can empty that down into our water supply. They've pretty much got our bathroom finished over here by the looks of it. Yep, that's good. They already used some of the dirty water, so we got some dirty water back up. Okay. This is where the automation stuff kind of comes into play. So we're going to deconstruct this liquid pipe here to separate it from the system. And then I want a runoff here. I want a valve that's going to separate out so that we can get rid of excess clean water that's going to be trapped in the system once this really starts to run. So in our automation, we should have... No, wait, it's in the plumbing. Liquid shutoff, which I need more refined metal for. Drat. Make more refined metal, folks. We're going to make use of a liquid shutoff and a timer, so that what will happen is every night when the duplicates are sleeping, the timer will open up the shutoff, and it will drain off excess water. It will clean through any of the wastewater that's gotten backed up in the system, and we'll have start the day fresh again the next time around. And that should give us a position where we don't have the system backing up anymore. It could run on its own infinite loop. No, the water filter does not get rid of germs. Well, it gets rid of some of it. The water sieve will kill off a small amount of the germs, but not enough. Yeah, the power's not on there just yet. So it doesn't take care of all of it, but it gets rid of some of it. But the reality is that what I've noticed is that they can go take showers with germy water and leave without any germs on. So if we look at our germ overlay, I've got a few germs on the toilets up here. But when they make use of these, Where is my... It's funny, it's not showing it in the liquid pipes. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of germy water there, and it comes out germy on the other side also. But they can still make use of it. I don't know why. I mean, it makes sense for the toilets, I guess, because, I mean, who cares if it has germs? It's toilet water anyway. But the showers, I don't get it. They come out clean anyway. Just reverse the pipes for clean water. I don't understand what you mean. Okay. So we have this system going here. Now, what'll happen is these latrines will produce more polluted water than they consume of fresh water, and we're going to wind up with the system backing up, and the whole thing will turn off again. But when we put an overflow in here, what'll happen is each night it will clean through excess wastewater, and we'll end up with a fresh system again. So the loop can run infinitely, and it will take off any excess amount that was stopping it from working before. So you see this is backing up now. At some point, this is going to get to the point where there's so much polluted water in here that it won't run anymore until we get the little bypass set up. But that's okay. We have other toilets for now, for the time being anyway. Watch everyone, we have Canadians in here. I'm a Canadian. So there's probably a few Canadians in here. So take off, you hosers. I love the animation for this. That's awesome how they just run down there and punch the button on the side of the rock granulator. It's amazing. Don't make shower. They're working slow. I don't understand what you mean. Oh, I need to make more storage containers because I filled up the ones I had. Let's grab all these in here. This thing can go. We'll deconstruct that. We'll fix the floor there. We'll need some more paintings to make things a little shiny and new down here. These duplicates get a new lease on life. Look at all this new space they've got. Copy settings and paste. Great. Now they can clean up the floor. That'll help with the stress levels a little bit. Get rid of this stuff. With my luck, a duplicate's going to run up the ladder and go over to this side in order to cut the block. No, he didn't. Okay, good. It's like for sure he's going to trap himself over there somehow. I just know it. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think they can reach that. So we'll go this way. Tell them to do it one at a time. This bottler I want to set for freshwater so they can empty those. Okay, how's our germ situation here? I want to see a duplicate go in and use the germy water and come out without germs. That's interesting. They have slime lung germs in here. That's interesting. How's our air? Ugh. Air situation is still not vastly improved. Trying to do what I can to fix the air in here a little bit. Need better airflow. Hi, Scotty. Welcome to the live stream. I mean, when they take a shower, they take stupidly slow when they're not working. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I have 17 of them. I mean, they're idle half the time anyway. I have trouble keeping them all busy. I have more duplicates than I need right now. So that's okay. They can take their time in the shower. Silly duplicates with their long, hot showers. It's just wrong. Okay, so now the issue we're going to have is that this is going to produce... it's going to produce some polluted dirt. How's everything here? Okay, so the system's... It's almost backed up now. It's not going to take much more. Let's deconstruct the liquid pipes that are in here to get them out of the road. Wait a minute. Why do we have... Okay, that's good. It's all good. Oh, they're sleeping again. Rotten sleeping duplicates. Start exploring for cold biome. Yeah, we should do that too. Yep, I'm in Ontario. Not far from Toronto, actually. Grab more algae down in the ruins. Yeah, I should grab more, actually. They're going to run out of air again. So we've got a little bit down here we can grab still. Tiny amount. Oh, we got fresh water down here. That's interesting. Where else have we got some? We can grab this down here, but that will spread out my water more. All right, we'll do it anyway. Down here we have tons. I just don't like this chlorine gas here. I'd like to get to it without having to go through that, but I don't know that we can. So instead, we're going to go this way. Over on this side, we can dig over here. No, not there. Just dig right in here. Get a little bit more. They dropped water down the tunnel. All right, you guys need to mop this up because I want to make use of that water. I don't want to lose it. Use the suits. The suits aren't set up yet, so I do have one suit over here, but it needs to be connected to an oxygen supply, and I don't have one set up for it yet. I built those in preparation of doing some future exploring, and then I just haven't made use of them yet. You can sneak through the sand. As long as you have decent decor in your base, the showers are pointless. Yeah, except I just like them. It de-germs them, though, too. Man, they need to disinfect up here. Good work, little duplicants. Okay, I think we have some refined metal now, so we can go into our plumbing. Yeah, there we go. There's the liquid shutoff. Okay, so if we take the liquid shutoff and we put it down here, I guess it doesn't really matter where it is. I'm gonna stick it right here, like so, and we'll connect a little pipe into it, and then I'm gonna set this one to a little overflow scenario. Where do I want to send this water? I guess I could just send it down here. We'll dump it out. So our extra water will come over here. Oops. Hopefully they can reach that. And we'll put a little liquid vent there. So what will happen is the excess water that comes from the system will now dump out of here. But we don't want it to do it all the time. We want this valve to be turned off. So in our automation setup, if we go to clock sensor, I'm going to set a clock sensor here. And we'll connect it up with our automation wire to our little cutoff valve. Hope your overflow doesn't get germs in your main water source. Yeah, it probably will, actually, now that you think of it. That's alright, I don't really care. I probably should send that somewhere else. Where can I send those germs? Because it will definitely dump the germs in there. Not that it's a huge issue, but it will dump the germs in there. Maybe for now I'll separate this out with its own little wall. So I have some germy water in here. Deconstruct buildings. Back wall, there we go. Deconstruct buildings here. I'll give it its own little storage space for the moment. Let's cancel that until I don't want to trap anyone in there. Now we'll go like so. Okay. This needs power in order for it to run, so we'll have to connect that up. Only takes 10 watts, though. Who's suffocating? You are not trapped. You have places to go and people to see. No, you are trapped. Can I set these to open? I can, but it won't help because you can't run through there. What's the easiest way to get them out of here? All right, let's build a high priority ladder. Right here. Everybody build the ladder fast. There we go. He's good. I'm on a mission. Trying to see if we can drown out our duplicants. Who is suffocating now? Why are you suffocating on the ladder? Don't breathe there. Go where the oxygen is. There's lots up here. Okay, so here's our overflow. This is it's not gonna produce a ton of overflow because it's only the excess water that we want to get rid of. This clock here, we're gonna set it to turn on at 90% and turn off at 100%. There. Now they finished building all that stuff. That's connected. I think we just need the rest of the piping here, which they can't reach. Little ladder. What's the best way to decontaminate germs out of your fresh water supply? You need to heat it. You can either send it to something that destroys the germs or like it doesn't represent them. So if you send this water, for example, up to where is it? The electrolyzer, it'll use it to produce oxygen, but the oxygen won't have food poisoning germs in them because they don't exist in gases. They only exist in the liquids and on physical surfaces. So you can use that to destroy the germs ultimately. Or you can also just heat up the water and that will make it go also. Send the water by the chlorine, that might work. No, the The water and the chlorine don't ever mix. They just go next to each other, so you can't really clean it with chlorine that way. Steam Geyser is a free water heater, but it has to get up to 70 degrees Celsius in order for it to kill off the germs. So I think that Geyser right is he was only like 57. Not 65. It's getting pretty close, actually. Pretty close. There's not really a lot of steam in here, just a little bit of liquid. Water at 95 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so there is some water in here that's definitely hot enough. I need to make use of that, too. Okay, how's our little water supply going here? So when they go to sleep at night, what'll happen is they'll all run up to go to bed. This little vent, this little liquid shutoff will open because of the clock timer. It will clean excess water, excess polluted water, and drain it out of the system, but leave all this fresh water trapped in the system so it won't run out. And then it'll close again, and the next day starts, and they'll build it all up again, and it will do the same thing at night. It'll kind of keep cleaning it out. So that way, the little bathroom loop that I've always liked, but see how he came in there with germs and he's washing with germy water? But when he runs out of there, he's got no germs on him. 0 surface germs. So even though it's germ water we're using in the shower, it's dirty, they still come out clean. Thanks for coming by, Hoffman. I was glad you were able to pop into the stream. This may change. Now, this is just the way that it works now. At some point in the future, they may tweak it. So if you use polluted water or if you use germy water in the shower, it doesn't get rid of the germs anymore. But they're showering and they'll come out clean. It's not really an issue. So you're right. It doesn't. Oh, what are they playing down here for? Stop playing in this thing. Let's do little floor in here, I guess. Oh, I can put this thing in a floor. No, I can't. I want to get rid of this dirt stuff here. It's kind of blocking my CO2 movement. Speed this up again. Stress is at 9%. It's not good. Mop this up here. But they don't come out without germs from the toilet. Zoom in. All right, we'll check that out. Hold on. Yeah, we might have to put some sinks in there. In which case, I can just expand it out over to this side, and we'll put some sinks in. And I can put sinks on the same system, so they can use germy water to clean their hands. The trouble is that the toilets themselves are covered in germs, which isn't helping. Somebody disinfect all these. Yeah, they're definitely coming out with germs. Okay, so we're gonna need to do something there to control that germiness. Let's make we'll move the ladder over here, so we have a little bit more room to work with our bathroom setup. Because of space soap. That's right. It's all the space soap. Everyone's still, you know, they really toned down the germs. Like they're really not very dangerous anymore unless you were playing. Oh, no, I want wires over here. Power wires. They're really only dangerous now if you have the germ sensitivity turned up. Okay, I want to get rid of this ladder here so I can make my bathroom a little bit bigger. Deconstruct buildings. Yeah, that's what I want. And we'll have to do a little flooring. Actually, I guess here we can leave this open. Cancel that one. Then we're gonna need some sinks. So in our plumbing... No, it's actually in medicine. That's where the sinks are. Ooh. Oh, we're all out of raw metal. That's funny. I guess I haven't harvested it in a while. We should have some of it around here somewhere. I thought we had a big copper deposit still in this colony. Oh, it's all underneath this. Perfect. Brilliant. If I dig this out now, this nice little skim of water I have on here that's helping to keep things cool is going to go away. If I dig down here, we're going to drain out some of our water. Well, I'll get rid of some of this at least. Get a little bit of copper out of it. Coming to visit you in Winterpeg. I used to live in Winterpeg. Long, long ago. Airflow tiles. Unless you're playing the last stream. Yeah, I've used a lot of copper up in the airflow tiles. Now I've cut them off in the bathroom. They can't jump over there, and they don't have enough copper to make little airflow tiles here. I wonder if I have another metal I can use. I don't. All I have is copper. How about that? Gotta go find some more metal. Yeah, I haven't explored for a while. I really need to go find some more. Nobody lives in Winnipeg? What do you mean by that? There's lots of people that live there. I mean, maybe it's more accurately described as they huddle down from the cold there, but... Alright, let's get some more algae here. I want to try not to run out anytime soon. Even though I know I'm going to. Oh, hold on. Where's our little shutoff thing? Ah, see, it's working. Because it's nighttime and they're sleeping, the shutoff cleaned all the polluted water out. We have all the fresh water trapped. Now we'll start the cycle again the next day, and it'll start to build up polluted water again. It'll drain it out the next day, so the cycle will go on and on. Have I ever played Space Engineers? No, I haven't, actually. I know some people really like that game, but... Winnipeg only has 2 seasons, winter and mosquito season. Yeah, well. Not so much Winnipeg itself, I don't think, but the surrounding area maybe a bit. Station, no. It's in Sinclair Medicine. Alright, I need to get rid of some statues. This is going to be the way now. Come on, there we go. Deconstruct. I'm breaking a masterpiece. It's no good. Don't speak bad of Senpai. I must have missed something. I hate how it zooms in when I'm scrolling back on the chat. Texas has 2, summer and tornado. Yeah, I think I'll take the cold then. Yeah. Cold versus tornado, I think cold wins. Not a big fan of the whole tornado thing. Alright, let's go exploring. I need more metals. Actually, there's metal right here. Grab some of this. So that'll give us some iron. Oh, and there's actually a good pocket of iron right here. So if we build... we'll do our little ladder system here, because, you know, never have enough ladders. Get all this dug out. This will get us access to some algae here, too, which would be good. Yay, more metal. They can build again. Started snowing today. Ugh. Keep the snow with you. I don't want it. It was like 13 degrees here today. Celsius, for those of you on Fahrenheit. Glad much farther north of where you are than Guelph has had tornadoes recently this year. Really? That's really uncommon, though. We don't see very many around here. Yeah, Cryptic the Ladderman Fox. There's no such thing as too many ladders. Just so you know. This is how we roll around here. Alright. We're going to need 3 sinks because we have 3 bathrooms. Just in case they're all in use. Plumbing. We can connect all these up to the same dirty water supply. And all these to the same freshwater supply. Now they can wash their hands with dirty water. This is going to be great. What do we need for the bathroom room? I think we actually have to have the shower in the room, don't we? Toilet, wash station, no industrial machinery. Oh, we don't. Alright, so I can actually turn this into a little bathroom over here just by throwing a door on it now. Automatic door. A little bit of airflow tile. Just like that, we should have a bathroom. I need to change this so it only goes direction right. There we go. Now let's check our germ situation. Man, disinfect, please. You say it's uncommon, but this year there more than it used to be. Global warming. Well, I think with the hurricanes and stuff down south too, it kind of altered our weather pattern a little bit. 92 degrees in California, man. Yep, it's not going to be that hot here. I'm hoping we're above the freezing point. That's my desire. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. There we go. So now we got them running the cleaning system here. Everything should be good. Ooh. Yeah, alright, so I need some of them to use some more of this water up so we can try to build up some more fresh water here, because I just tapped a whole bunch of extra fresh water into these sinks. Won't work because the floor in the mess hall is automation stuff. Nope, looks fine to me. It doesn't consider the automation pieces industrial or part of the room. It's actually the blocks that make up the floor. So the rooms are fine. 92 degrees, yeah, it would be hot, yeah. I wonder what happened when dupes reach their melting point. I'm pretty sure they scald and die before they get to that point. They want to turn down the level of the start cleaning germs. Yeah, I think I probably should, because they're not doing a very good job of... I mean, some of them are idle, and they're still not running around and cleaning. We need a Jack Cantus duplicate in here. Where is the germ setting for that? Disinfected 10,000. That's actually not that high. Oh, that only has 3,000 germs on it. Okay, so maybe we'll set this to like 5,000. We'll get them to clean a little bit more regularly. There we go. May want to recycle your CO2 door system. Lots of good metal. And yeah, that's actually probably a good idea. So this is interesting because I mean, it works. It's not hugely practical. It definitely does it without consuming any power, which is nice, but it's just so noisy. So let's deconstruct all of these. We'll get the metal back out of those. What's those buttons under the mess tables? Those are little automation buttons. So in here you've got pressure plates, or weight plate rather. So I made the whole floor in the mess room out of weight plates so that when a duplicate runs in here, they'll step on the weight plate and it triggers the automation line that's inside it and turns the lights on overhead so they get light while they're eating, which helps with stress relief. And then when they leave, it saves them power because the lights aren't turned on anymore. They turn off when they leave the room. It's one of the really simple things you can do with the automation. It doesn't have a huge benefit because our stress is already generally really well in control. But it was just a way to play around with the automation options. Okay. I might as well just... You know what? I should just reclaim all this stuff. I'm going to get rid of this whole system right here. Deconstruct all this junk. If they can even reach it all. And a statue to the bathroom to add some decor. Yeah, I really should. We got room for one there. Oops. Furniture! Ew, it's ugly in that bathroom. I'm not liking that much at all. We can do statues down here, too. We'll throw in some pictures here. There we go. How's our air supply now? Ah, there we go. Much better airflow. Much, much better. So this is good. Now they're staying fairly well oxygenated here. Now there's still like oddly not all that well oxygenated here. Probably because in part, I mean, this is all solid floor. There's no airflow through there. I should probably maybe try to tweak some of these. It's not good for decor, but I feel like being able to breathe is probably better than decor at the moment. Oxygen trumps decor. How's our temperature on this thing? It's hot. Hot. Not crazy hot, but it's hot. The moment the dude was standing on air. Oh, he's got mad skills. Deconstruct this. Okay, I can put another floor in here. And then we can get rid of this dirt. It's looking good. Everything's working a little bit better now. The duplicates are sleeping well. They've got decent decor in the areas where they're hanging out. They've got showers so they can get clean. We've got bathrooms so they don't have to use the outhouses. I'll leave the outhouses there anyway because there's not really any harm in them with the hatch hanging out over here. He's doing a good job of keeping the bathroom clean for us over there. We're not really even having to empty the polluted water bottles. There's only a tiny little bit we have down here. It's looking good. And even though they're using dirty water to clean their hands, or germy water rather, they're still coming out germ-free. That makes no sense, but still. Like I said, at some point in the future, they may patch it so that doesn't work anymore, but... You destroy the polluted status in germs by using the liquid... the liquid aqua tuner. It makes heat, yeah. The liquid here makes steam. It's OP, but makes a lot of power. Yeah, so we can also, I think if you send the water through, as long as it's not slime lung, I think if you send the water through the electrolyzer, it destroys it also. So you can use germy water from this for that system, for example. Once we get it set up, which we're still kind of a little ways off of at the moment. I still have more stuff here I want to destroy. Let's try to put another little... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna get them hopping blocks across here instead of an actual floor. Somebody's gonna get their head trapped in there, guaranteed. I need to destroy all this. Destroy all that, and then I want to destroy automation here. Who's going to be the first one to get their head stuck in a block? Oh, I didn't. I thought for sure you would. Okay, good. I'm going to do some more little hopping blocks here. Okay, they can get all the way across there now, which is good. Space soap. Dun, dun, dun. I think the idea is the benefits of using automation offset the loss. Yeah, I mean, theoretically. I'm really struggling with actual useful automation. I've seen some people do some really cool stuff. They'll go into, like, the debug mode, for example, and I've seen people build like calculators, air compressors, all kinds of interesting things, but not stuff that's really practical for use in a normal game. I want to build a little airlock too, even though we don't really need it. Because again, so you might get, I don't know, it might be fun to make it. Wait a minute, I want to destroy this here. I'm going to build my airlock right in here. Assuming I can get enough room here. So, you can build a mechanical airlock that will drain the gas, like suck the gases out so that you don't have polluted oxygen stuff flowing through, or chlorine, or whatever the case might be. But as much as you can build it mechanically, you can do it just as simply by making like a little gas trap, for example. You're really gonna need, yeah, I'm gonna need more water soon. Actually, I mean, not crazy amounts of water. So the only water that's being used in this whole colony right now is to create food. So they'll come down here and they're grabbing from the pitcher pump. But our bathroom is on a closed water loop cycle. So this is all self-maintaining. Our carbon scrubber is on its own closed loop cycle, so it's not consuming any water. So the only place that water is being consumed is in the production of food at the moment. So it's the water we have is actually gonna last for quite a while. But we are going to need more. So I'm gonna have to go and tap into that geyser up there eventually. Why not make a naphthalene airlock and smelt the plastic? I don't know, it's kind of a pain. There's so many easier ways to make an airlock, like this one right here. So right here, where's our gas? This little airlock here works also. It traps a little pool of CO2 in here, and then the duplicates can kind of duck in and out of it. And it does the same thing, but with so much less hassle than trying to melt down plastics. Bathrooms to the right? I'm confused. In the bathrooms to the right, 3 sinks, use water too. Yeah, they'll get this from the water bottler. So, I mean, there's a small amount of water. Yeah, you're right. There's a small amount of water consumption going in here, but not a crazy amount. Nothing that I'm super worried about anyway. Okay, so here's where I'm going to build my airlock. Or actually, maybe I should make it up high here somewhere so they can use it to go into a swamp biome. Because I would like to get some metal and stuff. But I don't want a crazy amount of slime lung germs. Where should I make my airlock? This is a really condensed base, actually. Alright, well, we'll put it down here where the spacesuits are. Okay, so here's the idea I have of the airlock. Now, again, this is kind of not really necessary. It's gonna be a little bit excessive. Because the reality is, again, you could just do a simple system to trap the air here instead of doing something complicated. But I kind of want to play around with it just for something different to do. So if we throw a gas pump in here, and then we're going to use automation in this one also. So we're going to go with the Atmos sensor in here. We're going to need a NOT switch. I'm going to need some duplicates to come out here and work. Come do some labor, guys. I need a ladder here. We'll seal this in, like so. I'm going to need in the ventilation the gas filter. Actually, you know what? I'm not really worried about the gases. I can do it single direction. I won't even bother with the filter. I'll save a little bit of power. So we'll do a little gas output over here. Send that to a gas vent. This is going to need to be blocked off. Like so. And then we'll have... I'm going to need some automation here. We're going to need a little NOT sensor. Little NOT gate. Turn that around. Like that. think that's what I want. So this sensor is going to go, whoops, send a wire into here. This will go out to the pump. And then we'll go like that to the door. We'll get them to build all that. So what'll happen is the duplicate will come into this door, and when they're in this space, I'm going to set this pump up so it makes a virtual vacuum in here. It's not going to be a complete vacuum, but it'll be very close. The duplicate will move into the space. If this is not a vacuum or near vacuum, this door will lock, so duplicates can't go in and out. And it will pump the gases out of the space until it's a near vacuum, and then this door will open, and the duplicates will be allowed out again. Hi, Xbox Gaming. Welcome to the stream. How about you make a room full of algae terrariums and pump CO2 and pump out clean oxygen? That's not necessarily the most efficient use of... Oh, are you kidding me? Open the door. No, open the door. There we go. Go get air. All right. So one of the catches, unfortunately, with one of the catches with the automation system is when you connect up a door to the automation, it automatically locks it unless the input is fed correctly. So if this is above 0.1 grams, no, below 0.1 grams. That's what I want. Okay, it's because I have this set on a NOT gate. So now I need power down here. I guess I can tap into this power. What have I got on this grid? Very little. All right, so this will be good. So we're going to send the power out here. I'm going to bypass these suits for now. And I guess I just need power to the pump. That's it. There's our little airlock. Remember to keep chat family friendly. Oh yeah, that's the Nightbot. Yeah, the dupes they're not always the most intelligent. I feel like maybe something went a little bit awry in the printing process, and they maybe got a little bit messed up in the head. But, you know, the door's locked. It's okay. They're not going to finish building the wire, though. Come on. Open. There we go. Now go finish the work. Just don't get trapped in there. I'm going to keep an eye on them, because I don't want someone suffocating in here. There we go. Okay, now this can go back to auto. Perfect. Okay. So it's kind of an odd system, but this little space in here now is going to continue to vacuum out until the gas pressure in here gets down below like 0.1 grams, which it is right now. There's a tiny amount of carbon dioxide in here, but not very much. 12.3 micrograms. I wish I could set this even lower, but I don't think you can. Let's see if we can set it to 0.01. 0. So if it's below 0, it's not going to get below 0, I don't think. Let's see what happens. I wonder if it'll create a vacuum and then call it below 0. 2 micrograms. Ooh, it does. Perfect. All right, so we have a vacuum in here now. So what'll happen now is the duplicates will come in, it'll let gases in, and it'll lock this door until it can pump out the gases. So if they're coming back through this way, it'll create a vacuum, the door will open and let them back out, and it will never pass gases from the left to the right. Ideally. Ooh, algae alert, thank you. Ooh, we're completely out of algae. Drat. You know what? I'm gonna get the oxygen system set up. I'm tired of hunting for algae all the time. This is kind of a nuisance. Now that I have this airlock set up over here, I don't have to worry at all about the chlorine gas. So we'll just cut right in here, and we'll send them over to this side over here so they can gather up some of this algae that's hanging out over here, and that will save us. I don't know, a little bit of hassle. Hopefully, they're gonna have to move quickly though. Actually, where have I got? I've got to have some algae that's closer. Algae alert. Thanks, Hermes Angel. I appreciate the heads up. We'll use a ladder because we never have enough ladders. Oh, that's gonna entomb stuff. Oh well, we'll dig it out. So we got a little bit of algae there. I really should get out into the swamp biome now. There's so much opportunity for little pockets of algae out here. Mind you, there's big pockets in here. Let's do this too. We'll dig a ladder up here. Suffocating. No. Oh, it worked. They used the airlock. I just want to think of the oxygen going in the rest of the space. I'd like to get some oxygen in here, too, so that this room's pressurized. That way, When they get out of the airlock, they don't have to run far to get to oxygen. They'll be like right in it. Because they could theoretically get trapped in here if the gas pressure is too high coming through this door. They could get stuck in the vacuum long enough that they die. I kind of hope that doesn't happen, but it could happen. We might end up with duplicates trapped out here because another duplicate goes through ahead of them. So we'll see how it works out. Okay, into the vacuum. Oh, they're going to sleep in the vacuum. That's good job right there. Perfect. All right, that duplicate's dead. Suffocating. Yeah. Rebel token, I think you're in trouble. Oh, vacuum faster. Okay. The door's open, they can go. Sweet. Perfect. The airlock works perfectly. Why not pump oxygen in there? Only because of timing. Theoretically, I could do another one now, but... So the atmo sensor, though, it can't distinguish the type of gas. It's just paying attention specifically to what's in there. So we might be able to do a more complicated system that vacuums and then pumps air in, depending on the direction that they're moving through the door. But I'm going to have to experiment a whole lot more before we can get to that point. This is just a very simple airlock that works and doesn't require a lot of excess planning. Hey, Kazi. Welcome to the stream. The airlock works perfectly. Needs to be quoted. Until they die. It's the perfect death machine. Oops. Hold on. Where's that suffocation going on? If you're suffocating, why are you harvesting? What is wrong with you? Oh, it's because the door's closed here. You won't go through. Now you can. Run, buddy, run. Go quickly. Perfect. I definitely need oxygen in this room. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous right now. How's our O2? Man, oh man. Okay, let's tackle, I think, this geyser up here next. We've got a little bit of automation play, and that's good. But I think it would be a really good idea to try to get some steady oxygen flow in here that doesn't rely on me hunting down algae constantly. Because we're now getting to that point where the hunt for algae is getting to be a little bit intense. Yeah, it's the perfect death machine. It is. I don't want it to be, but it is. As long as we don't get too many duplicates going out there at once, it should be okay, actually. And theoretically, actually, once I get it set up so that we have these suits down here, then it's even less of a problem because they'll have the oxygen suit on. I just don't have that set up for O2 right now. Who's suffocating now? Oh, Superwoman. Ooh, I don't like this. You're an awful long way from oxygen. Oh, this is gonna be really close. Superwoman might be dead. Okay. I found a small problem with our plan. Superwoman died. Oh, wah wah. Now there's a whole bunch of duplicates that might get trapped in here and die. Everybody run up and hang out the door. They're all waiting. They're all waiting. Come on. The airlock works great. It's just not all that good for survival. Go, buddy, go. All right, let's let them out of here. Let's just open this for now. You guys, no, open that. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. The airlock can only be open from one side. Okay, you know what? Is everyone suffering? Are we all out of oxygen? No, they're hanging out in the CO2. Crazy duplicates. All right, this needs a little bit of tweaking, I think. We're gonna have to get the exosuit set up. The airlock itself works fine, but it's all about the timing and whether they're actually gonna have enough oxygen in there. That's Sorry, Superwoman, I didn't mean to kill you off there. Who knew Superwoman required oxygen? I mean, she's Superwoman. Oh, that's duplicate death number 4. We can put them up here. Build another little tasteful memorial. See, the airlock works great. Oh gosh. The hard part is, I mean, you just can't time the breath holding. That's the trouble. I think it'll be fine with the exosuits. Just I need to get those built. Okay, so let's build an oxygen room. Oh wait, I need a Wheezewarts. That's why I didn't build it yet. I need a cooling system. The cooling system, the heat up here is really going to overheat all the oxygen we're producing, particularly since we're going to be running hot water. All right. Ooh, that room's interesting. I want to send someone over there too. Through the airlock. You guys go through this awful airlock over here. It'll be good, I swear. Just come on down. Actually, let's not build through that wall. Let's dig down here. We have to get this algae anyway. And then we'll dig over to this. That will get us into our fancy little alien room. Use pressure plates that will only open the doors when the dupes are on them. Okay, so the catch with the pressure plates is when they run across them, they pass them too quickly for the signal to work. It's kind of a nuisance. So yeah, I mean, I might be able to put pressure plates in here that say if there's a duplicate stuck standing on them, it will open the door and then they'll be able to go through. The trouble is duplicates coming from the outside. I'd have to have pressure plates out there too. And as soon as they step off a pressure plate out here and step into this door, they're no longer on the plate, so this door could close. It gets to be a real problem, but the door's not opening and closing properly. Turning only into the death coming. Nice move. That's right. It's all about how we can kill off duplicates in different ways. That's really the name of the game. Oxygen not included wasn't intended to describe the game. It was intended to give you a goal. That's what I figure. All right. Well, with this inner door open, they can still run it out of here. And this is actually now it's a nearly functional airlock. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's okay. I think if we look in here on this side, it's all CO2 in here anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Somewhere down here, there's chlorine gas, but it's all red, so you can't tell anymore. Killing duplicate mode activity. Activated. So we had our killing machine in here. Now we've got our killing machine over here. What other killing machines can we make, I wonder? The name of this colony, the name of this colony is the Swanky Dystopia, and it's definitely a bit of a dystopian society. Okay, I'm gonna have to dig all this out, but we're gonna end up with a whole pile of dirt down here. It's gonna be Sand City. Let's dig all this out. Do a little floor in here. Hopefully the duplicates don't bury themselves alive. Entomb them in some sand. Can't run germy water through chlorine to disinfect it. No, I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. Gas tiles and liquid tiles never mix, so it doesn't actually kill the germs that are in the water. Miles, I don't think you died. It was Superwoman that died. So we ended up with sadly, a fourth little tombstone over there. Who's suffocating now? Go get some air, guys. Come on. You have oxygen, like, right here. Go use it. Man. Maybe we should do a little death airlock up here. I have a challenge for you. Make a clean, organized, and functional base. No, I'm sorry, Caitlin. I can't do that. Challenge not accepted. Love forbid. This fave game is Oni, and you don't swear. Thanks for this. Oh, thanks, Brian. Glad you enjoyed the videos. Yeah, I actually, I made a point of not swearing in the videos simply because my daughter started watching my content. So where I was originally not concerned about that at all, when I was starting to do some recording and playing myself, I realized that with her watching, it was probably a good idea to maybe make sure I kept it good and clean. And ironically, it actually worked out in my favor a little bit with the, I forgot I had those there. Worked out in favor a little bit with the whole adpocalypse thing, because so many people that had channels with all the swearing and stuff in it, they got so many other things demonetized and not advertiser friendly that became a big issue for a whole bunch of them. But I think I did unbury the battery, right? Fleeing. We found another little hatch. More hatches. More hatches. So the other little automation thing I wanted to do down here was build a little hatch farm underneath where we were using the water sieve. Ooh, look at that. The water is actually drying up out here. How's the temperature? A little warm. Not crazy. You should prove it. You can't say butts? What? Like see more butts? When the oxygen base gets as low as that, I go into panic mode. Yeah, I'm not panicking yet. We have enough that it's still being produced. The biggest issue is just that when the pressure gets too low, the CO2 spreads. And that's always a big problem. While those guys are digging, I kind of want to send someone exploring further to try to find an ice biome. It's all hot down here. Judging by the temperature of this, there must be like lava just below this, so I don't want to go that way. Where might I find an ice biome? There might be one like out here somewhere. I could send someone out here. The trouble is we're going to run into all kinds of germs. Nasty germs. And I guess I could, if I put a sink in here, maybe they would clean up a little bit as I come through there. Maybe I should. Maybe I should put a little sink in here to keep those guys clean. I did not set this up in any kind of an efficient way that way. I wasn't really planning to explore out in this direction, but I need to go find an ice biome. I want some Weezeworts. They're keeping the Weezeworts from me, and I don't like it. I guess I could also dig out this way. So, if we dig a little ladder up here, because, again, you never have enough ladders. Dig over this way. We'll do a little floor in here. Keep some of this hydrogen in. Come on. Dig. There we go. We'll dig out this way and see if we can expose anything over here to try to find an ice biome, too. There's nothing over here still. Man. There's not even any temperatures that are suggesting there's one nearby. This is crazy. I hope I didn't get, like, the only colony that doesn't have an ice biome in it. That would stink. Oh, our Geyser's underwater. The CO2 heater's gone. Yeah, I got rid of it. It was just too noisy. It works. It was just too noisy. I would have had to make it, probably would have had to make it a little bit bigger for it to be efficient for the amount of CO2 I was trying to manage also. It was just a hassle, so I got rid of it. Alright, air quality's a little better again. A little bit better. Just set up your oxygen / hydrogen tent now and set one water separator right now so it won't find the word. Yeah, I've already started the digging, so up here is where I'm going to set it up. Ugh, this room might be a little bit small for it, but we'll do. We'll make do. Okay, so I want, generally I want a room that has like 4 tiles at the top. Let's go a little bit higher. That's not 4, that's 5. Alright, 4 tiles at the top. And then we'll dig down this way. I want to make it symmetrical just because it works better, I find. So if we dig out all this, this is where I'm going to make the little oxygen room. And there are many ways to do this. This is just my preferred method. Do a little mechanized airlock here. We're going to need some more ladders, because again, can never have enough. Oh, look at that. I just buried them in. Dig all that out, please. Don't worry about the ladder. Dig your way out. Don't die of suffocation in there. Okay, we need, yeah, build some walls in here. Why not? Oh, wait. That's not what I want. Hold on. I want the gap there. So I want the walls actually to be here. I don't really even need walls, actually. I just like them. I think it looks neater. Like so? No, wait. That didn't work out right. What's going on here? Something's not symmetrical. That's where I want the wall. Look at your algae. 293 kilograms. Yeah, it's definitely on the low side. There's more algae right here. I can go get that. Actually, I don't need them to dig this high up. There we go. Suffocating again. How did this door lock? I left that open. Red alert. Oh, now the door opened. Alright. Turn off red alert. There. Whew. I thought they would only open the door from one side. That was weird. You better not suffocate on the ladder. There's oxygen right above you. Ridiculous duplicates. They're all crazy. Weezewort time. I gotta find the Weezeworts first. I'm trying to expand out a little bit farther so we can try to find them. I have not seen a coal biome yet. Kind of stinks. Maybe you should make a fridge room that consists of 2 floors with 16 fridges and 4 Weezeworts spaced evenly. Yeah, I'm not even using fridges. I just have them sitting in a little CO2 pocket here to keep the food safe. didn't really want to use the power. Although with the natural gas power, it's not really that big of an issue. It's cold enough to stifle the warts. Minus 76. Liquefies chlorine too. Ugh. Yeah. Causing are like little fish under the shark, and Fox is the shark. Not really. That's not necessarily the best analogy, because my channel's not really that big. When I look at these like million-plus channels, then I look like the little fish. More ladders. I need more ladders. Thank you, Jim. We need more ladders. There's a whole mess of ladders in here. Unfortunate RNG, my base is surrounded by cold biomes. Really? I have not seen that since the new updates. Every game I played since has had all hot zones around my colony. I'd kill for a cold biome right next door. Bunch of little fishes in a big ocean. Isn't that the truth? Eat them. Gobble them up, them little fish. Just gobble them up. Deathlock sounds like a good name for a heavy metal band. Isn't Deathlock a character from a comic book? Is he like a cyborg guy? Waiting for the warts to build the air vent. No, I've started to build the room. But I need to expand out a little bit. Oh, this is open now. We can go down here and let's submit a bioscan. Let's find out what's inside this room. Maybe the super cooling machine will be in here. I want to find one of those. Submit bioscan? Oh, there we go. Okay, what do we got? Now, how did I know that was going to happen? I mean, all the effort to get down there, this room is useless. It's got a vending machine with food that doesn't spoil. Oh, it must have oxygen in there. Oh, it did. Look at that. Breathable air inside there. Isn't that interesting? It's going to get all filled with CO2 now. Take that, breathable air. All right. I have not found anything good ruins-wise. It's kind of disappointing. Maybe I should have put my airlock up here so I could actually come out into this biome. I don't know. Zero algae warning. Yeah. So I sent somebody to do a little bit of algae digging. We can get some more over here, I guess. Build some stairs here. That'll get a little bit of algae. This here. I need an oxygen room. I don't like playing with algae this much. So early on in this game, I actually made a point of always switching over to electrolyzer oxygen production really early on. But with some of the recent updates, they put so much algae into the game, I haven't really bothered prioritizing it anymore. But this is the challenge. When you don't prioritize it, you start to run into these oxygen issues. Yeah, I thought it was. Okay, thanks, Son of Hodge. Cracking up my Marvel geekiness. I wasn't a huge comic book guy, but I did read some of them. Mostly Spider-Man. Alright, I need to find another big pocket of algae that can hold us over long enough. Like, wow, look at the coal down here. If I had coal power generation going on, that would be really handy. I haven't used coal in a while, though. There are no really big pockets of algae here to grab anymore. Just little ones. Little ones. I'm going to need to do this sooner rather than later. Okay, which means I'm going to need to make use of this water room up here, too. So let's get a ladder built up here. How do I want to approach this? So I think if I can dig a little room here that I can put a pump in. And then I'll put a door on this side. And then I'll just do a little hallway with a ladder. No, that will break through. What am I thinking? Go this way. Okay, so if we dig over this way, we can build a little ladder up to here. Ugh, derpy. Come on, derpy ladders. Cancel that. I'll do a little door right here. And then inside here, I'm going to build a liquid pump. Because we're going to need liquids. Like so. I should probably make that out of gold so that it doesn't overheat on me. And I don't have gold. All right. I haven't spent enough time in the swamp biome. Lack of building resources. Yeah. I'm lacking everything now. Can you explore up at all? A little bit. There's some gases and stuff in here we'd have to deal with. I can kind of cut over this way and explore up, but our bigger issue right now is I need to make sure they don't suffocate while I'm exploring. They're kind of right in that area where we're not looking so good at the moment. And I need to find some... where's my germ overlay? I need to find some easy access to some gold amalgam. That's not going to make me get all germed. I guess I can get metals in here. I can make it out of iron, I suppose. Iron has a high melting point, so it should be okay. Not a cryptic colony, but it's not derby. You got that right. Make some gold with that machine. With this machine here, you can't actually make gold. You have to have... you can make... you can take gold amalgam and turn it into refined gold, but it doesn't create gold. You still have to dig it up. This machine's getting hot. I'd like to put some wheezeworts down here, too. If I could ever find them. Ooh, we're out of slime here, too. Okay, so I seriously need to cut into the swamp biome. Let's send some germs... some germ hunters out here. Come out here. Get some gold. Find a little bit of algae along the way. Actually, there's no algae anywhere in this path. Good times. I'm going to put a door on here, too, to try to limit the backflow of gases. We'll do a little deodorizer in here to control germs. And then I should probably put some washing stations in here. We go to plumbing. No, it's in medicine. Wash basins. I'm gonna do 2 of them here, I guess. Try to keep some of the germs out. It won't be perfect, but it'll help a little bit. Do a chlorine lockdown with the new automation stuff. I tried without. It's pretty bad. I'm not sure what you mean by chlorine lockdown. More algae. I need more algae. Gotta find more algae. I mean, there should be big pockets of algae up here somewhere, even. If I could even explore out here, up here. We have duplicates that are idle, so I'll send somebody up here and see what happens. But I need to find another pocket of algae, because these little tiny ones that I can find around here are not going to be terribly useful. I can make a ladder here and get a little bit more. We're scrounging for oxygen. It's not good. All the algae's gone there. This algae's all gone. No! Don't suffocate everyone! Killing all germs is an insane idea. Oh, you mean like pumping the swamp biome full of CO2 or full of algae, chlorine rather? You actually don't even need to. Wait a minute. In the left, Fox? What, over here? Or over here? Oh, we have a little bit right here. I guess I can grab. Let's go ladder right here. More ladders. More digging. Did that door close? It did. Come on. Stay open. You know what? Let me just change this for now. There we go. That should keep it open. Let's dig in here, and then they can get some of this algae. Algae to the left, to the left. Everybody do a dance and point that way. To the left where? Were you talking like way down here? This little bit of algae? And they can't reach it. He almost had it. I wish you could point at the screen for me. That'd be great. Ooh, there's another little ruins up there. Dare you try and debug? I challenge you. For which? To set up a chlorine thing to shut down all the gases, or all the germs in a room? It's not really a big need for that. All you have to do is convert it to clean oxygen. It does the same thing. Above that. I mean, there's a little bit right here. But there aren't any big pockets I see here. I think that was it. This is where it is. Okay. I don't know why you're so focused on a chlorine lockdown. The chlorine gas is really not all that useful. Alright. There's a little bit of algae here we can dig out too, I guess. It's gonna be stinky algae. We're gonna get germs in our base for sure. We were all fooled. Huge pocket indeed. I don't understand what you're pointing at. There are no big pockets of algae over here. I don't know what you're talking about. This is all sand. There are little bits of algae all through all this, but nothing big there. What are you screaming about? You're driving me nuts now. There is no big pocket of algae. There's a little one like right here, but that's so far over. I don't think a duplicate can even reach it without running out of oxygen. Plus, I'd have to dig through this water in order to get to it. Like, I don't know that that one's going to work. Let's try. All right. I'll see if a duplicate can go over here. I don't know if they're going to do this. This might be outside of their range. Because this whole thing's going to be underwater very soon. As soon all this water's going to expand outwards. Apparently that's hot water, too. 41 degrees. It's getting a hot bath. Let's get your med room ready for the incoming slime lung. I should build a hospital room, actually. I don't have one yet. If we had a little more oxygen, I would expand the base upwards a bit. But, okay, let's get this cleaned up in here. All right. For my oxygen room in here, I'm going to want a couple of pumps. It's going to take a fair amount of power, actually. All right, we use a gas pump down here. Actually, I'm going to set this one right on the floor. Do a gas pump at the bottom. We'll do, for oxygen, we'll do electrolyzers on either side. No. Hold on. I want to make a little bit of space. So the challenge is going to be the electrolyzers get really hot. So I want to put some Wheezeworts in between them if I can get it. So let's get... I need to shift my ladders a little bit. I need the ladder still, but I need them in a different place. And deconstruct this one. Deconstruct this one. No, that didn't work at all. Hurts your head never again. What? Yeah, I can't use the suits just yet. They need to have oxygen pumped into them in order for the suits to recharge. Made a mess. What happened? Did he get trapped out there? Why did he pee everywhere? He's acting trapped. Is that door closed again? No, it's open. Why are you trapped? Oh, right here. Isn't that just great? All right. At least he has oxygen, so he's not dying. Let's prioritize this ladder. We'll get that built, and then he can get out of there. Move faster! Move faster! I'll do a little ladder here, too. Get this algae. Come on, people. Send help. That's a long way down there. I didn't realize how far away that was. I'm just glad there's still air down there. Oh, there's not. Very, very small amounts of it mixed with carbon dioxide. Good times. I set priority 9 on this ladder. Why is nobody coming down here? Now he's suffocating. All right, this is good times. So let's build a little... We'll do a little digging instead. Hold on. Cancel. If we just dig this out, it'll accomplish the same thing. There you go. Now you can get out. Now you can get out. You don't have oxygen. You gotta get out, buddy. Go up here. You can't go up there. Why can't you get out of there? Why can't you reach? That's why. All right, we're gonna have to dig right here too. There. Work fast. Oh, don't run around. Go dig the... Come on. Oh, we got a little air. He found a spot to breathe. All right. Just go and dig that out, please. Thank you. Now get out of there. Can he run fast enough? That'll be the trick. Oh, turn this off. Ooh, we made it. I thought he was going to die. Oh, is this stream only on YouTube? I just watched, just want to know if he's on Twitch. Yeah, I dual stream to Twitch and YouTube. Not nearly as many people follow it on Twitch as do on YouTube. So right now there's 214 or so on YouTube and only like 15 on Twitch. Oh, you say RIP that dude, but he lived. He survived. He's okay. It's just a minor issue. It's just a little suffocation. It's still good. It's still good. Oh, we got all the way to the edge of the map over here, and there's no ice biome on this side. Good times. Good times. Lots of gold down here, though. Okay, let's get back over here. How do they do with this thing? Okay, we got this built. I'm going to need plumbing for my liquids. I can just come right down here. Right down here. Let's get that ready. Can't use it just yet, but at least it'll be ready. And then also in this room, we're going to need a gas pump at the top. Like so. I think that's what I might have to take these little corner tiles out of here now that I think of it. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna use automation. I'm not even gonna do. We'll go like this. Gas pump up here. We'll get in some little automation pieces, and we'll use an Atmos switch if I can get the overlay to come up. There we go. Atmos sensor can go right here. Little automation wire to connect it, like so. You should go to Mixer as well. Just hit all the streams. Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of toyed around a little bit with Mixer, like in terms of like watching other people on it, and the quality of it is even. It's not so great. Yeah, Superwoman died a little while ago, unfortunately. We count for 20 YouTube viewers, though. Oh, is that how that works? All right, I'll buy that. I'd buy that for $1. We need ventilation out of here now. So I probably don't really need a gas filter, but I'm going to use one anyway just to make sure we don't end up with any hydrogen in the base. So we'll set it here. Like so. We got ventilation coming down out of the top pump up here, which we're going to need more ladders for because, you know, can never have enough ladders. And I think I'll put my power generator like right over here. Make it really easy. Simple location for it. We'll stick it right there. Oops, didn't want to get rid of that yet. All right, this will go out into the vent. This vent will come up and into here. This one can go down this way. Need some wires. So they've got these new conductive wire, or where the heavy conductive wire, I guess. Which one's the one that does 2 kilowatts? That's 20 kilowatts. 2 kilowatts. All right, so you can use heavy conductive wire, but you have to use refined metals for this, unfortunately. Which takes a lot. I mean, it really doesn't seem like it's worth it. I'm going to use regular wire in here. It's unfortunately going to be tapped directly into heavy watt wire, though. So maybe I won't worry about the decor. We'll put a heavy watt wire joint plate right in here. And then I'll just use heavy watt wire inside here. And then I don't have to worry about, like so. And then I don't have to worry at all about the wires getting damaged or anything. Like that. Perfect. Where is the pumpkin launcher? I don't have a pumpkin launcher, I'm afraid. I wish I did. Actually, I haven't a lot. Sorry, I wasn't following the chat for a little bit, and there's a side conversation going on. I can't follow now. 2 pumps per electrolyzer is the ideal ratio. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably end up putting a second pump in here, but we'll start with 1 for now. YouTube is much smoother for me. Yeah, I don't know. Different people have different experiences. I've heard a lot of people say that Twitch is smoother in terms of like consistency of the stream. I don't know why it is that YouTube, with all their money and technology, would not be more efficient at it than others, but it seems to be the case sometimes. Okay, over here we're going to need power generation now, so let's grab our hydrogen generator. Ooh, I don't have enough space there. I will once I dig that out. That's okay. Just dig out this spot here. How's our algae? Little bits of algae. 529 kilograms. We're going to need this sooner rather than later. Sooner rather than later. Okay, so up here was where I was doing my little pump room. And what did I do there? I didn't mean to dig that out. Let's use insulated tile. Dig that out too. So in here, I'm going to do my pump. I will make it out of... What do I have? I have iron ore. I can make it out of that. Like so. Let's get plumbing out of here. I'm going to use insulated piping because this is going to be hot water coming out of here. Hot water! Which actually means I need to convert that piping over to insulated too. There we go. Oh, we got a hatch trapped in there too. Need one more ladder over there, Cryptic. The rest of the gas pipe. Oh, you're right. Okay. More ladders. There we go. And actually, I want to make sure I get just hydrogen in here, so I'm going to try and... Oh, I can't. Use heavy watt wire. Go me. All right, it'll do. That'll do, pig. I have gold now. Yay, gold. I guess I did get a little bit of gold. Can't build. Ooh, it's only 400 though. Oh well, it'll do. And then for power, I'm going to use wires made out of iron here because it has a high melting temperature. And then I'll switch over to copper for the rest of the route. No, don't connect yet. Cancel that. Cancel. There. I don't want that pump to start just yet. What I heard, Google's losing money with YouTube. Yeah, they've actually been losing money since they took over YouTube. But I wonder if it's for them, it's like a lost leader kind of a play, because YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world now. Google being the first. So they have this huge leverage in terms of everyone driving towards the usage of it. But you're right, it apparently does operate at a loss. Wasn't the whole get gold action not only for the pump at the Geyser, just made it up? Yeah, I know. But what can I say? When I'm playing and streaming at the same time, my memory's not always the best. Your friend Casual Kazi's just started watching. Oh, alright. Hi, Kazi. I see you're on Twitch now. Alright, this room is pretty much ready to go. Once we get a water supply going to it, things are going to get hot in here quick. So let's get some ventilation set up so we can start pumping oxygen sooner rather than later when this is all fired up. What was that? Someone momentarily suffocating. I'm going to split the oxygen. We'll send part of it over here. And we'll send the rest of it over here. This thing's going to be a pain. Alright, we'll just do two exit points for now. Just for twos. O2 pump needs power. Yeah, I'm not ready to turn it on just yet. When it's ready, I'll fire it up. Kazi who? Yeah, Kazi is a prank. Pretty much. Ugh. We ran out of algae again, I think. There's a tiny little bit right here. I hate scrounging for algae. This is such a pain. I should have built this sooner. I was much more focused on trying to do some stuff with automation than on normal base maintenance. Get a couple little pockets there. It's going to be germy, but whatever. Time to the dark here. It's 5 a.m. Man, where are you? Is it close to midnight already? I guess it is. It must be in the UK. My O2 pump has no power. I know it doesn't. Because I haven't made the connection right here for the heavy watt. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, right here. So I intentionally didn't connect that just yet because I didn't want the pump to turn on. Not until I have all this fancy stuff done. So once I have all this built here, then I'm just going to send a duplicate in. We'll break the wall, and then he can run for his life. We'll lock the door, and we'll leave this closed in here, and it can pump the hot water out. I'm not even going to bother cooling it. Suffocation. Ugh. It's been a battle for oxygen this whole game tonight. It's killing me. Literally. 11 p.m. here, yeah. Oh, you could just disable the pump instead. I could do that. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Disable. This up here, I want to set this atmo switch so I want it to turn on only if it's above, I don't know, 1500 or so. So we'll let it build up hydrogen pressure up here before it turns on. It's all good. Oh, I was going to move these things over and I completely forgot. I shifted the ladders because I intended to move them and then I didn't. Brilliant. Super smart. Send your germ water from the bathroom to the water separator. Yeah, actually, I can now, instead of dumping it in its own little reservoir there, I can send it all the way up here. Because the germs here don't matter at this point. When it goes through when you turn it into oxygen, it's not like the food poisoning germs go airborne. This is a long way to run a water pipe. There we go. It's not going to be much. Like, it's not enough to supply it or anything. However, it's a more efficient use of the water than just dumping it. Never caught a cryptic stream before. It's kind of worth watching how not to play. Yeah, thanks, Gary. I don't know. I'll never claim to be the best at the game. I just have fun with it. But it is a little bit more challenging trying to like stream and chat and pay attention to the conversation and stuff and play at the same time. Thanks, Carsers. I don't know how to pronounce that. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving as well. Thanksgiving in Canada for us was actually in October, but I appreciate the sentiment. Zero algae, or whatever it's spelled. Yeah, I know. We got no oxygen. We're dying. Everything's gonna die before I can get that room turned on. This is killing me. Literally. Where's some easy algae I can grab? I can grab this, but that's gonna cause a flood. Drat. I just need a little bit. Like, just enough to bridge us past the point where we are right now. If I build the ladder here with priority 9, then we might be able to get over and get this in time. Let's dig this out. There's only 4 little pieces of algae here. This is not good. Get to work, my little dudes. Maybe they can get that too. They might suffocate before I get enough algae. This is bad. This is really not good. Past the point of no return. It's pretty close. Pretty close. I mean, in worst case scenario, they can come down there. There's breathable oxygen in this room. There's lots. So maybe they'll run down there to they'll take salvage in the pollution room, where the only breathable oxygen is. And there's actually breathable oxygen in here too. It has a little bit of slime lung, but it's getting cleaned up. That's right. Run over there and breathe. Tell me we're getting algae. Where are they? Get that algae, guys. Come on. Don't die before I can build my oxygen room. We're so close. I just need the water supply and I can turn it on. Oh my gosh, this is bad, bad, bad. Only way to be live room for algae terrariums. I don't know. Algae terrariums won't help. I don't have algae. That's the whole thing. You kind of need algae to use an algae terrarium. There's a little bit right there, but they have to dig through some abyssallite, which is no good. Okay, so we have a lot of idle people. I'm going to send them in here to dig. And then we'll throw a ladder in right here. And then we can dig this out. There's a little bit of algae there they can use. It's so close to death right now. Dig out a well below the polluted water so you can get the algae. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Saddest thing is that Angel isn't here to reap all those souls. I know, right? We're close to death, but I think we might live. Don't worry. They still have places to go that they could breathe. So we still have a chance to recover. They can even just come over here. It's polluted oxygen in here, but it is cleaning some of it. So there is some clean oxygen in here, too. Watch Hello Lacey for the real advice. I think I can get away from saying that as their pals. Hello Lacey's not perfect either. Nobody is. She's pretty good at the game also, though. Oh, I don't want to watch both ways. What if you make a base filled with polluted oxygen? No, don't really want that. People used to do that constantly. They would just make a polluted oxygen base, and then they would never worry about clean oxygen. I've never liked doing that. They are not harvesting this stuff. What is going on? Where's the priority? It's priority 5. That's why. Come get this stuff. Priority 9. This is more important, guys. Come on. Breathing is a necessity. So is this stuff here. Come on. Let's prioritize all this at a 9. Everything's important. Do it all. Oh, great. Now they're going to sleep. Better than death at this point. Well, again, they have places they can go to get oxygen. They're not necessarily going to die yet. We're going to get a whole lot of beeping announcements for the fact that they're suffocating. We're right at midnight, and I'm my colony is like on the verge of death. Oh, wait. Did they finish all this piping? No, they didn't. Ugh. Until they finish that, I can't turn on my electrolyzers. Ooh, they did that piping, though. And I made a little faux pas. Disconnect. Deconstruct, rather. If they break this apart, I can connect the piping here, and then this will work at night. There we go. Suffocating! Doesn't work anymore since slime lung was introduced. Oh, the base, yeah. They would kind of contract slime lung. It'd be kind of ugly. There's a lot of wheezing going on in this colony. I've got like the colony of asthmatics. Okay, we've got this dug out, so we can hit this now. Oh, no, I can't yet. They haven't got this. Build a ladder. They're right next to the algae. It should work now, not at night. Well, I don't want to suck. I don't want to consume all that water. I can still pump it up from the bottom, but well, like we have a little bit of water down here I could pump. I don't want to drain it all away. This is the only water they're using to make food right now. Oh wait, we got air. Yeah, look at that. We win. They'll live. It's fine. Alright, so I don't even need them to worry about this now because they've got the little bit of algae they're going to need to get this all finished. So if we send them up here to prioritize now, I'm going to set this all to priority 9. Let's get all this finished so we have our oxygen room, and then I can stop paying attention to oxygen all the time. Just a minor case of suffocation. They're fine. Nobody died. I was just stressing their lungs in order to better improve them as duplicants. That's what it was. But, man. So we only did a little bit of automation today. So we got the lights turned on in our little dining area, which again, very, very minor kind of thing. We used a little bit of automation here for our liquid shut off. So we have a functional self-sustaining bathroom now. We built a little airlock here that acts as a wonderful little death machine. But it does work. It technically acts as an airlock. It just doesn't do good things for the people that pass through it. Yeah, I mean, it even kind of works here with the door the way it is. I have it set to open right now. But I'm gonna toy around with this a little bit more. I think once we get the exosuits working, this will be a little bit more realistic, because they won't die of suffocation just trying to pass through it, which is really the challenge. What do you mean Superwoman is nobody? Superwoman's a little gravestone over here now. Cool to add the game lung size increase. Well, they have the diver's lungs, so there is a trait that some duplicates can get that they breathe less oxygen. All right, they're calling it a wrap for the night. They're almost finished up here. I think we'll finish this out next time. We'll get the water flowing for this so we can do our oxygen room. But we are just a little bit past midnight, so I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. Thanks, everyone, for coming to check out the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, consider clicking on that subscribe button. I'm actually streaming every night this week through Friday. So today was Oxygen Not Included. Tomorrow we're going to do Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I have to reschedule that since it did that weird double stream earlier when I tried. Thursday we're going to do Don't Starve Together. Friday I'm still figuring out what I'm going to play. Kind of toying with the idea of maybe playing Human Fall Flat, or maybe come back and do a little more Fortnite or something. But I do appreciate everyone coming out. Thank you to everyone who subscribed already today. Thanks to Hermes Angel for both the sponsorship and the super chat, and also the super chat from Dob Nice. I do appreciate everyone coming to hang out and chat a little bit. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.